things that you say to yourself will define the person that you become. And too often we let our minds get away with too much. We let our minds get away with you're not enough, you suck, with you can't do that, with you're not enough for that. But here's the truth. There's another way. You don't need to listen to that voice in your head, and you have the opportunity to stand up for yourself. You have the opportunity to be the person that says, I'm not going to speak to myself that way. I'm going to choose another story. Because the words that you put after I am will determine the kind of person that you become. And unconsciously, all of us tell ourselves that we are something that we're not. We tell ourselves all of these things that are made and designed to keep us safe and hold us back from doing the things that we want to do, because maybe they will result in failure. Maybe they'll result in us hurting ourselves. Maybe they'll result in being rejected. But here is the truth. We can't keep on running from life. We can't keep running from the things that we're afraid of. We can't keep running from the rejections. And I get that our brain is trying to keep us safe, but we've got to push past that and tell ourselves something different. We've got to push past that and say, I understand that you don't think I'm enough to handle this, but I'm going to try anyways. You've got to be able to push past that idea of, I don't really know if I'm prepared for this, and go for it. You've got to be the person that decided to say, I am good enough for this, as opposed to I feel like I'll fail. You have to be the person that decided to go for it, regardless of where you are, regardless of your level of confidence, regardless of how capable you feel to be able to get this done. You've got to tell yourself something different, because the words that you put after I am determine who you become. So check what you are saying to yourself. Check the words that you're saying to yourself. Check the labels that you're putting on yourself. Check the person that you are putting on yourself. Because so many people say, I am not made for that. I can't really do that. I'm not built that way. And we put all of these unconscious labels on ourselves that keep us from our full potential. There is a different way. It takes telling yourself that, hey, yeah, I am enough, that I can do that thing, that I am built for this, that I will say let's go even if I feel uncomfortable. You're so stupid. You can't stick to anything. You should just quit. I don't know why you keep trying. You're worthless. Why even bother? Now, if someone were to say this to a friend or family member in your life, what would you say? Would you stand up, say something, or stay silent? So my question is, why do you say that to you? See, it's so easy to jump to the place where we would stand up for the people in our lives, where we would say, hey, you can't say that. But when it comes to the voices that are in our own heads, we let them speak to us in a way that tears us down. We let those voices run free and say that you're not good enough and say that you can't do that thing. When the reality is those voices keep us from doing the things that we want to do, but we don't stand up for ourselves. We've got to be able to let go of the stories that we tell in our heads and tell ourselves something new. That is the only way that we grow. That is the only way that we expand, because people are watching. There's people in your family, in your friend group. There is the way that you see yourself. People are watching to see how you show up, to see how you lean into challenges, to see how you attack your fear, to see how you actually show up to the things that try and hold you back. Because a lot of people let life define them, and a lot of people define life. A lot of people let their circumstances dictate what they're going to be able to do, and other people say, I understand the circumstances at play, but I'm going to choose a different direction, and I'm going to say I am made for this even before I think I am. I'm going to say I'm ready even before I feel like I am. It's the stories that we tell ourselves in our own head that will allow us to move forward. If you don't like where you are, move. You are not a tree. You are able to change your circumstances, but don't pretend like it's not going to take work. Don't pretend like it's not going to take effort, like it's not going to take every single part of you to be able to make this thing happen. The people that reach the goals that they have set in their lives are the ones that are willing to go beyond what is comfortable. It is the unreasonable that make things happen. It is the unreasonable that see things through. It is the unreasonable that live their dream. It's when people quit. It's when people say that's too hard. It's when people say that's not realistic. There's a select few people that push on. There's a select few group of people that say, yeah, maybe I'm uncomfortable, maybe I'm afraid, maybe I don't know if I'm enough to handle this, but I'm going to do it anyways. That is the game. That is what you are built for. That is what you are made to do. Do not let your fear dictate your results. Do not let your insecurities dictate where you end up. Decide where you want to go and commit to pushing through the insecurity, pushing through the fear, pushing through the lack of self-confidence, pushing through the awkwardness, pushing through the fear, and making it happen anyways. Your life will be determined by the moments that you push through the uncomfortable. Your life will be determined by the moments where you push through the fear. Your life will be determined by those moments where you say, I am enough to handle this, even when you're not. So decide right now to say, I'm going to tell myself a better story. I'm going to tell myself something different. I'm going to decide the kind of person I want to be, and then I'm going to take ruthless action to get there. I'm going to take unreasonable action to be able to make that thing happen no matter what. No holds barred until I am successful. So whether you want to go to that dream school or follow and pursue that dream career or create those amazing relationships or just feel a little happier with who you are and where you are, that starts by telling yourself a better story every single day. So ask yourself, what is the story that I'm going to tell today, this week, this year? Because so many people have treated this time that we've been going through like a waiting room. Even though the world feels closed, you don't need to be. Even though things seem inconvenient, you can still up-level your life, because inconvenience challenges our level of commitment. So you've got to see how committed you are to the things that you want, because if your level of commitment is wavering, then so will where you end up. And you don't get what you want. You get what you obsessively commit to. So you've got to define and decide, this is where I want to go. This is the direction that I'm heading. These are the goals that I have for my life, and I'm going to pursue them with reckless abandon. I'm going to make them happen no matter what. I'm going to see this through, because so many people pursue a goal and then it gets challenging, and when it gets challenging, it becomes unimportant in their mind and then they quit. You've got to be able to find another way. Keep going. Continue to pursue the things that you want in life. Continue to be unreasonable with your level of work, because you do not get what you want, you get what you obsessively commit to. So what are you committing to? What are you pursuing? What are you moving towards? Because your life will be a result of the things that you do every single day. And what will define what you do daily is the things that you say to yourself. Tell yourself a better story. Tell yourself that you're enough no matter what. Tell yourself that you're going to make this happen and that you will find a way, because when you do that, you will make it happen.